Hello students, I am Bharti from Gyaniketan Girls School. Today in this session we will discuss a very important topic of grammar, that is modals. Modals are verbs, and these verbs, they express the mood or attitude of a speaker. They express ideas like possibility, ability, permission, obligation, suggestions, etc. They are also known as modal auxiliaries. Modals have only one form. Let us have a look at the commonly used modals. They are can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, must, ought to, need, and dare. Now these modals, they express different ideas or attitude, and one remarkable thing about these models are that one model is not attached with that will not express a specific attitude. It is not confined with a particular mood or expression. For example, can. It expresses, we can use the model can for seeking, when we seek permission or we grant permission, or it also can be also used for expressing the ability. For example, can I take your pen please? Okay, now here a person, the speaker is seeking permission that can I make use of your pen, and the person to whom this request has been made, okay, permission has been asked, okay, that person can, yes, you can, means the permission has been granted. So here can expresses granting permission. And I can sing. Now here the use of can, it expresses the ability, that I have the ability to sing a song. So students, it is not necessary that one model is used for a particular or for a specific attitude or mood. These models, they have multiple applications. Okay. Now some important points that related to models are that models are always followed by a main verb. They cannot stand on their own unless they are used in a question tag. For example, as I mentioned here, you may take my book. Now you can see here the modal may, after may the main verb take has been used. If we omit this verb, main verb take, and then we read the sentence, then it will read as you may my book. Now it doesn't make any sense. Okay, the use of modal may, it is not able to express the complete sense. It needs a verb, and that is take. And when we add take with the modal may, then it makes a complete sense. You may take my book. Could you bring a glass of water for me? Okay, now a glass of water for me. So here could, it is followed by the main verb bring. Okay, if we omit this main verb bring, then could you a glass of water for me? It doesn't make it. So it is very clear to you that modals, they require a main verb. Without main verb, they cannot work, and they cannot work properly. However, in question tags, these modals, they can be used alone. For example, you will work hard, won't you? Now in the question tag won't you, we have not used a main verb. You will work hard. Now the main verb here is work, but it is not repeated in the question tag. Won't you? Okay, so won't you is independent, their main verb is not required. Then modals do not change form with the person and numbers of the subject. Okay, modals, they can use whether the subject is singular or plural in number, whether it is first person, second person, or third person pronoun. It doesn't make any difference as far as the use of modals are concerned. For example, you can see here, I will play, she will play. Now I is first person pronoun, she is third person pronoun, it is singular in nature, and you can see here will play remains the same whether the subject is I or she. Likewise, they will play, we will play. Now they and we, they are plural in number. They is third person pronoun and we is first person pronoun and plural in number. But again, and he will play, he is third person pronoun. In number it is singular, but it remains the same whether it is the subject is they or we or he. They will play, we will play, he will play. So you can see here that the modals, they do not change the form with the person or number of the subject. The main verbs used after a modal must be in the root form. That is, when we use a main verb with a modal, we always use the root form. We will not write, suppose if we take one sentence, he can sing well. Okay, he can sing well. Now here the root form of verb sing has been used, but we cannot write it that he can sang well or he, okay, past tense of form of verb we cannot use with the modal. Always the root form of verb. He will come. We will not write he will went. We can't. This is wrong use. Okay, it is wrong. Okay, so we will use always the root form of the verb with any given modal. The present participle, past and past participle forms of a verb are also never used with a modal. For example, he can read, he can sing well. Okay, we cannot write he can has sang well, we will not use. Okay, he can singing well, that is also wrong. Okay, so ing form of verb or past participle we don't use with modal verbs. Now let us take the first idea or expression or mood, that is permission. Okay, when we have to express this idea of permission, if whether we are seeking permission or we are granting permission, for that we use the modals may, can and could. Now may is formal in nature. So when we talk formally, when we seek permission formally, okay, when we are seeking permission from an authority, okay, there we use may. For example, the students, they ask the teacher, may I come in, sir? May I go out, sir? Okay, so this or a subordinate staff asking his boss for leave, then there also he will use may. So may I come in, sir? This is formal. Okay. Could is very, very polite. When you are seeking permission and there it is the request, that permission, it is very, very polite. There we use could. Could I use your pen? Now here the permission has been asked with very lot of politeness. Then can is informal. Okay, with your friends you can ask if you are asking something to your friends to lend you. There you are informal. Okay, you are not formal. There you can use can. Can I borrow your notebooks? Okay, yes you can. Then your friend has given you the permission, he has granted it and he has said yes you can. Then another very important mood, that is possibility. When we have to express possibility, there we use the modals may, might and could. Now may, it suggests a very good possibility, very high degree of possibility is there. There we use may. For example, when we say it may rain heavily today, now there is a very good possibility. Almost it is certain that it will rain heavily today. And when we use might, then it expresses a weak possibility. That is, there is a possibility, good possibility is there, but there is another possibility that it may not happen. Okay, so there is some chance there that it may not occur. In that case, it represents weak possibility. For example, the keys might be with the office assistant. You are not very sure. Okay, there is there is a high degree. There is the chance that the keys will be the officer, but there is a doubt. There is a possibility that it may not be with the office assistant. So the possibility is weak. And could expresses a very weak possibility that the keys could be with the office assistant. So there is very less chance that the keys will be with the office assistant. So students, these are the two very important mood, that is a possibility and permission. In the next video, I will discuss rest other moods and attitudes expressed by models.